At just 18 years old, Coventry's only professional darts player, Jenson Walker, is already making waves on the oche, from playing alongside Luke Littler at youth level to becoming MODUS Super Series 10 champion. Jenson's journey began not in a packed arena, but in the family home during lockdown.
It happened to be the lockdown year. The dartboard was up, started throwing, and that's really where it all started. And I got quite addicted quite fast, and it all kind of spiralled from there really.
But darts wasn't his only passion in those early years.
Yeah, I played football to a reasonable level. I played for MODUS for a couple of years. I played for just a local team called Hawksmill for about 7 or 8 years. So I played to a reasonable standard, but nothing ever anywhere near to the level that this has gone.
By 2020, he was already competing in junior events and even shared the stage with a young Luke Littler, who both teamed with each other to represent their national side.
We all knew as a group of players, Luke Littler was that level above any of us. I'd say there's probably about 5 or 6 of us, and then there was Luke. I don't think we could have ever predicted he was going to be world number 2, win the world championship. I think we all knew eventually he was going to have his break. We just didn't know how big that break was going to be.
Alongside playing darts professionally, Jenson now coaches the next generation at a Coventry Darts Academy, and says the Littler effect is inspiring more kids than ever before.
Not just in our academy, but throughout the country. They've gone from like 30 to 50 to 70 students, over doubled their students within 2 or 3 weeks because of the Littler effect. It's not just in youngsters, it's overall. Because of his name, the mindset's totally starting to change, and it can only be a good thing.
One of Jenson's proudest moments came in 2023, as he qualified for the UK Open and stepped onto the main stage for the first time.
I still put it down as probably one of my best performances over a day of darts. It was a huge thing really for me, because it shaped a lot of my career. Qualifying for the UK Open got my first MODUS invite, and it kind of all spiralled from there really as a chain of events really. So I think the UK Open is probably one of the big things in what started my career as well really, in terms of the breakthrough.
But nothing beats the night he won MODUS Super Series 10, pocketing £25,000.
Probably took me 2 days to properly comprehend it again. Also got great sponsors around, but it's given me the chance to put even more, invest more, even more in myself, to get myself on the road and do even more. And it's going to be huge, hopefully, to have that win under my belt. Not just for my game, but for exposure as well. It's huge.
The rest of 2025 will be some of his busiest yet, with multiple PDC events and overseas tournaments scheduled.
I'll be playing in some of the PDC events, PDC Youth Tour. I'm ranked quite well in that at the minute. I'm around 15th position, so that's going quite well. Then I've got the ADC World Championships at the back end of the year. That I qualified through winning the MODUS on that. That's got £60,000 for the winner. Got a few trips around the WDF Tour. I'll be off to Malta, Italy, up in Yorkshire for Bridlington. There'll be a lot of travelling towards the back end of this year. Just try and get me into the positions I need to be for the big events at the end of the year.
And through it all, Jenson represents his home city with pride.
I'm absolutely honoured. Coventry's given me so much as a player. I'll always carry Coventry with me. That will always be my trademark, and that will never change. Mark my words on that.
Without putting too much pressure on this 18-year-old's shoulders, Coventry could very well have their own darts prodigy, potentially rivalling Luke Littler, on their hands. Noah McElroy, Cov Feed.